marching black and white. Full day when we fight, live and die in these stripes. Now who gotta move, I can Now who wanna move, crossing Now who wanna move, bottom. If you got stripes, then you let the city know you rock 'em. There we go.
What's up, everybody?
What's up, everybody?
How's it going? I'm Pork Chop.
I'm great. I'm BSG, and we have Dale right here.
News, man. And
what's up, everybody?
And then that's Gregory, and that's Dale.
Hey, everybody! I'm Kermit the Frog here. Let's start the damn show.
Oh, fuck Miss Piggy, and it smelled like bacon.
You do say that, Greg.
That's normally Greg.
Yeah, for behind the scenes.
Well, no, for a sec, me and Porch, I thought we were going to have to start the show, but Dale hopped on.
I did start the show.
We did start the show, but Dale hopped on right just in time.
I apologize.
Yeah, my keyboard's not working, and I don't want to be doing this.
No, we understand. We understand. Hey, Dale, we're happy to have you. Me and Chop, we're just going to get ready to bullshit. But hey, in honor of Bengals training camp week, I think we need to take a shot at Midwest.
Right off the get. Oh, here. I'll do soy sauce.
A shot of water. Yeah, you did not drink that soy sauce.
I did not drink the soy sauce.
You were not.
And shout out to Tim and Nicole for giving me another one when I run out.
Yep. I will take a drink of this Coke Zero and this fancy ass koozie I got at fucking Chop Shot 513.
Shopify.com.
So Dale, last couple of weeks, there are Bengal news here and there. We were bullshitting around, but this dude,
we got all kinds of news.
I know.
All kinds of news. I don't even know where to start, Dale.
Shit happens when I go to bed.
Yeah, so
I went to bed. I woke up yesterday. Fucking Joe Biden says, "Fuck it." I woke up today. Rookies reported. Mims signed. Shit's going on.
And Jamar Chase,
I need to go back to sleep.
Jamar Chase, they're trying to hammer out that contract soon as possible.
We'll get to each one. Let's just start with Mims. So yesterday, it was like, oh, is he going to sign? Wednesday, everybody returns. He wasn't with the rookies yesterday when they reported, but when Dallas Turner signed yesterday, I think it was yesterday evening or last night, it was somewhere in that range. He was picked one spot ahead of him. He was literally the only other unsigned guy. So it was like, well, I'd say he gets signed tomorrow.
I feel like somebody tweeted that out.
He did.
Yeah, somebody tweeted that.
Didn't you tweet that out, Dale?
Yeah, I said I'd expect him to sign by tomorrow at the latest.
Yeah.
Like 6 o'clock after I seen the Turner news.
A friend of mine, somebody probably thought maybe they had it ready for him to sign, coming training camp. But like you said, if he was ready to sign it, he would have done it yesterday. So, I got to
tell you, if any Bengals people in the front office are listening, Dale will do that job a lot cheaper than Dick Tobin.
Did you say Dick Tobin? It's
Duke Tobin. Well, I want Dale to get the job, man. Fuck that guy.
So he thinks he's a dick.
I like him.
No, he was interviewed today. Mike Brown was interviewed. But yeah, Mims signing, and along with, we'll stick with Mims for a minute because I think it was Tobin was asked, is he going to be he said, if he's proven himself that he could be a starter, he'll be given that opportunity. So I still expect Trent Brown will be the starter, especially to start the season. But I love that. Go let him compete. Don't let him think, hey, you're just going to be a backup this year. Let him go out there and compete because, injuries can happen in practice. They can happen anywhere along that line. And having Mims up to speed and ready to go would be great.
Yeah, not me, Greg. That's you with the new name.
And by the way, for another thing, those of you in the chat, we saw a couple of our Bruce supporters at Jungle Jam Saturday. Awesome event. Shout out to Jim and them for putting on a huge Bengals event. And
this guy has the most elite shoes at the Jungle Jam.
Yeah, Matt, Tony Blaze. Who else do we meet? What was it? Sam was
Rockin' Bangle.
Bangle.
That was Rockin' Bangle had my shoes. Sorry, Tony, your shoes were probably fucking elite too, but dude, not as elite as Rockin' Bangle.
It was nice seeing a bunch of you there. We had such a good time meeting all of you.
I'm a little biased. He got them shoes from my shop.
And Chop was hot as balls and
oh my god,
from what I was told.
Hey, no,
dude, I haven't fished yet. I've sweated out so much fluid. I haven't even had to use the restroom yet.
And I finally paid off the chopped cheese sandwich so we can all shut the hell up.
Finally, over a year later.
I know we're talking to Marius Mims and rookies, but goddamn, I'm going on a tangent.
Oh, yeah.
Ted Karras. Thank you. Look. Thank you, Ted Karras.
Thank you. I love
you. You probably didn't have to get that close.
I would have never tried that sandwich. It is on a fucking just a little side street out on the East End, which I never go to. I would have never tried it.
It's called Daylily, right?
Yeah. Yes, well, the funny thing is, Dale, there was a bunch of houses that abandoned houses. It was a nice area.
Store.
It was right all of a sudden in a random middle. There's this Daylily. I'm like, I'm like driving around, I'm like, man, my GPS is full of crap. There's no daylilies. Oh, there it is.
It's like a little grocery store, and they have a counter where they sell sandwiches and egg salad, tuna salad, chicken salad, and chopped cheese sandwiches. And I'm telling you, man,
dude,
I don't know where they get the bread for that sandwich and the meat and everything, but it comes together to make a magic in your mouth.
Dude, it is. I've never said it was one of the tastiest things I ever put in my mouth.
Yes, that's true. And I've seen Greg put lots of tasty things in his mouth.
Yeah.
Lots of meats.
He's had the chop in there before.
No,
cheese.
But like I was tired at the end of the day. Chop's like, when do you go get the chopped cheese? Like, yeah, you know what? We're here. Well, let's just go get the chop.
I wanted an excuse to get out of that goddamn heat, man.
Yeah, we just went down. It was just really hot Saturday, but Jim and them, like I say, they did a phenomenal job getting a bunch of players there. 3,000 people, I think, attended that, which I'm not surprised. They did a hell of a job.
Yeah, it was hot.
It was hot.
That's all Chop took away from it.
They
Look how stubborn I am.
He sweat. Yeah. I could see that it looked like he had fucking Soul Glow on with that fucking sweat dripping off of that beautiful mullet.
Yeah.
But somebody put on Twitter, like, what about the Duke Convention Center? And I'm like, hell yeah. And with chairs too, man.
Yeah.
Please include more chairs next year, because
more chairs and air conditioner for Chop to attend.
Chairs and air conditioning.
You heard him, Jim.
Or just let me chill up there with James Rapine and Andrew Foxmiller. They were sitting up in the like the bleacher area. I could have went up there and chilled. I would have stayed all day.
No, like I say though, but like it was cool seeing Coach Taylor there. It was cool seeing. Excuse me. It was cool seeing what's his name there, the receiver that's been on Jeff's show, Irwin. Duh.
Yeah, Trent Irwin. Yeah,
I've seen all of them.
It was good. It was really cool seeing a lot of people that I haven't seen for quite a time. That's what I enjoy seeing. And people came up to me and Greg, because I parked my big ass in see these seats,
like
the little bit of shade that was there.
Right.
And people were coming up, like talking to us and talking about how much they enjoyed the show.
Yeah. That is so priceless.
That was really cool. I appreciate everybody came up. And for everybody that I told I was going to be there, wanted to meet them, and I missed, I'm sorry, man, but you didn't want to fucking get a whiff of me anyway, because I was fucking kicking. I was sweaty bitch. I showed Greg we went to Daylily. I had an orange shirt on, and I pulled up my Corey Dillon jersey, and it was soaked.
No, Joey Crack, that's the other guy.
That's right.
Joey Crack, it was good seeing you too, buddy. But yeah, Rock Bangle, man, finally met you.
Yeah, here you go. It was the Devil's Kitchen at Jungle Jim.
Yes, it was. Tony Blaze, yeah.
And it was $15 for a goddamn draft beer.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, that's wild to me.
$8 for a water.
Stadium.
See, Anthony, he was sweating like a hooker on nickel night too. But also, he had a nickel night going on that day.
But yeah, football. Back to
football.
So rookies reported. I don't think there's really anything too much to talk about there. The big thing with that was Mims going to be signed? We thought he would. He is officially. Training camp kicks off on Wednesday, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, that's right.
They had their lunch in today, so that's where a lot of the stuff to talk about comes from. Zach Taylor talked, Mike Brown, Duke Tobin. Zach Taylor, I thought probably the biggest news of the day was him saying that he expects Burrow and the starters all to play in the preseason.
Yes.
Well, let's see how much that is. It's a big step for Zach Taylor.
Yeah. And it might be a series, right? I feel like it must have been going into Joe's second year in the preseason game. I felt like he got a series and it was like a screen pass and a couple runs, and that was it. He was out of the game, and that's fine.
But we said it for we said last 2 years, because we thought that's why they went off to a bad start, 0-2 for those two times, because the stars haven't had enough time training. That's all it is. This needed to happen, especially with the line. Both sides.
Yep.
Chase doesn't need to play. If Chase and Higgins don't play, I'd actually be okay with that.
And Burrow.
But
don't let Burrow on that
Burrow
goddamn
can hand
field.
the ball off 2 or 3
hand the
times,
ball
throw
off.
a screen pass,
dude,
run a reverse.
Especially with the new offensive line, with Trent Brown coming in, the offensive line definitely needs to play at least 2 series.
Yeah, I want to see the offensive line, like you said, at least get a couple series, maybe a quarter even, like get them ramped up, maybe play them in the second game a couple series even, a couple series each of the first 2 games, rest them the third one since there's only 3 now. I want to see the defense in there. I want to see Dax Hill getting a lot of reps because, if he's battling DJ Turner for that starting spot at outside corner, then I want to see them guys competing in game action against other teams.
There's only one exception I'll make. If we have a preseason game ever at Detroit ever again where we lost Kajana Carter and Who was that running back from Auburn we drafted one year that I had high hopes on?
Kenny Irons.
Kenny Irons. Both those guys got their careers were done.
I was looking forward to Kenny
never,
Irons.
ever play a Bengal again in the preseason at Detroit.
Well, we don't play them in the preseason.
Okay,
so it should be good this year.
Yeah,
and,
we're good.
two of our games that are at home and one on the road. So I think we open up against Tampa Bay as the first one.
Okay. Osai got hurt against
August 10th or something like that.
Yeah, no, August 10th or 11th. Yes.
Yeah, they put me on the schedule to work for that second one, so I got to work a shift trade or something. I got bumped down by seniority.
Just say you're sick or something.
Well, Greg, it ain't that easy with the bonus money.
But yeah, definitely with the starters playing, and we'll see about the receivers, right? And I'm kind of okay with that because with the receivers, I mean, I want to see more out of Charlie Jones. I want to see more out of Yoshi. I want to see more out of Jermaine Burton. The other guys competing, the Kendrick Pryors, the Kwame Lassiters, the guys that might fight for a roster spot. So if, like Greg said, if it's not Chase and Higgins playing a ton there in the preseason, and I'm fine if they get a series or two, but I wouldn't get a much more than that.
What would you prefer?
I mean, I don't. Honestly, man, I wouldn't care if Chase sets, like Greg said.
Right.
I mean, Higgins, I
I
don't
think
care
the trifecta should fit. Chase, Burrow, and Higgins. Let them sit.
Or one series, and you
no,
guys are out.
I'm no.
I understand, like, if they don't, but I think the plan is to do that unless anybody. That's the thing. If anybody has anything tweaked or they feel like they need to rest somebody, then they're not going to play.
Those guys don't need any preseason games to get together.
Hey, Dale,
they could go right now and they're okay, I think.
Yeah, you know how we made a little bet about Yoshi last year? You said he was going to get no more than 10 catches the preseason. You want to do a little wager again?
Fuck you, Matt. None. Zero.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't blame you.
I sent you money and you didn't even get the beer. You just kept the money.
I bought the beer at the game.
I don't believe you. Did you see him drink the beer, Chop?
What's up, Jolly? Which beers was it?
Fine. You know what, Dale? You know what?
He had 10 catches in the preseason.
I will physically go buy a beer at the game and film myself buying the beer.
Oh, he's trying to say he bought you that beer?
Oh,
stadium beer?
I said, I don't think he drank a beer. I think he just kept the money. He didn't buy him a beer.
Oh, yeah.
It was supposed to be a beer.
I've never seen him drink a beer at the stadium, ever.
Well, I bought a beer at the Red Stadium. Does that count?
No, it don't count.
No.
It's a whole different
What are you
stadium.
talking about? It's like $15.
How much?
There's that voice again, Chop, that high-pitched
$15
when he gets excited. But speaking of Chase and whether he plays or not, other big news that they talked about, they were asked about, as we get some road noise from Derek here coming in.
Hell yeah.
Chase, they talked about the extension, and Duke Tobin and them kind of said, like, we that's one that we're really focused on getting done, and we expect it to get done. We don't know how soon it'll be, but that's something they're actively working to try to get done. So they're in talks to try to get an extension. I would love that to happen before the season starts. Do you guys see that happening, or you see this dragging out the whole nother season?
They should have already signed him. Every day they wait, the money goes up. The ticker's not rolling back. They should have signed him before Justin Jefferson. I don't know if Chase would have done that. He probably wanted to see Jefferson get signed first. But every second that they wait, the money goes up.
Dale,
I want to say this to Matt real quick is, hey, these 2 seasons we started off bad. That's because of injury. This year we're totally healthy. Go ahead.
You know what else? You know what I say, Dale? This is how much I'm ready to guarantee this. I think Chase will sign his contract after somewhere in between when the season starts and the last preseason, after the last preseason game.
Well, it'll have to be before week 1, right? If he's going to sign it, it'll be before week 1 because they're not going to do it during the season. They just don't know.
Right. Burrow does it. Did his a couple of days before the season started on that Thursday. Gino kind of the same deal. So I think it's going to be somewhere between Labor Day, somewhere after the 4th preseason game and before the season starts.
And let me ask you this. Do you think that possibly the Bengals are going to kind of wait on CeeDee Lamb? Because I don't think Dallas is going to offer CeeDee Lamb Justin Jefferson money. No. I think it's going to be under it. So then maybe they can move that number a little bit from Justin Jefferson with the CeeDee Lamb contract.
I don't know if CD signs for less.
I don't know if he signs for less either, but I'm just saying, I just don't think Dallas is going to offer him Justin Jefferson money.
Well, and if that's the case, then we could be sitting here where if he is waiting on CD and Dallas doesn't give him what he wants, he just doesn't sign, then we're still sitting here without Chase sign if he is waiting. Yeah. I say you just try to get him signed. Be like, hey, let's not screw around with this. Let's
No.
not wait on CD. Here's Jefferson's contract. Here's $1 million more.
And Ayuk too,
That's
right?
how. I mean, that's how
they
it
don't
works
have
with
to sign Ayuk,
quarterbacks.
though.
Yeah, and who knows what's going on with that? He could still get traded. Anything like that's a whole shit show there with the 49ers on that. But no one talks about that like they do T and everything else.
And same with Cleveland with Amari Cooper right now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think T.
Oh, that's right, he is, isn't he?
Yeah, he's holding out.
I think T just understands as far as Industrious comment there that Chase is going to get paid. T is probably here for one last season.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you popped it up there for a second. That's going to piss T off, but I mean, and maybe it does, but I don't think that's going to have any effect on anything. And I mean, it just kind of is what it is. Like if there's not been any traction with him and his agent, and it seems like there's at least negotiations. Like they weren't even negotiating after an initial offer. Like last summer, it sounds like from all the reports that they haven't even been negotiating with T. Higgins.
No,
so this is a totally different situation. I don't think T can be mad about it because it takes two to get that deal done, and he wants to be a highest paid guy, and it's just not going to happen in Cincinnati.
Right.
Yeah, I agree that T knows that he's not getting Chase money, but I think he's looking for upward of 25. That's for sure. And if I was T, I'd be looking for upward of 25 too. Because if I walk I'm T and I walk next year, 25 is a fucking coupon. 25 is a fucking blue light flashing at Kmart. If T goes in free agency next year, he'll get 30 million plus.
All right. What percent Chase?
Go ahead, Eric.
I was just going to say it's the Marvin Jones Jr. again. I mean, Marvin Jones Jr. wanted to be paid like a number one, and I think T's the same way. He wants to get paid like a number one, and he will for another team.
Well, and I think for Marvin, it was even like he wanted to be the number one on another team. He didn't want to be the second receiver here. And I mean, as much as we say 1A and 1B, at the end of the day, Chase is still the true number one. I mean, they're both great. That's not taking anything away against T, but when I look at top 5 wide receivers in the NFL, I mention Chase's name. I don't mention T. Higgins. Now, I think he's still up in like the top 15, which is an incredible player, but I'm just saying, I don't mention him as a top 5 wide receiver in the NFL like I do Jamar Chase. So Chase is our receiver number one. It's just facts.
Yeah, you could look at Jamar Chase and say this guy could be the number one receiver on 31 of 31 other teams, maybe 30 of 31 because you got Justin Jefferson. But
you're right.
When you look at T, you can't necessarily say that.
And that would be a really 1A and 1B situation.
That would be 1A, 1B.
I mean, like it was at LSU.
Yeah. Yes.
You know, if those two were on the same team. But I agree with that. I mean, I personally think he's the second best receiver. You can make the argument for Tyreek Hill, but I don't know. I'd take Chase personally. He don't beat women, so that we know of.
That's true.
So
that's right.
If it's close between those two.
The only controversy with Chase was over that kid, man, and now that kid's in all these pictures with him. So Jamar Chase, take care of that.
Yeah.
Good guy.
That's silly stuff anyways. They also said, which we all figured this would be the case, but it's still good to hear, Joe Burrow is full go, ready to go, cleared for contact, everything. So good to hear. Yep. How do you expect the Bengals to manage him? I know before training camp started, they were doing at least like once a day rest. Do you guys expect that to continue here into training camp?
I could see it.
I think it depends on the heat. I think the heat can play a big factor in it too.
Yeah, no, I think go ahead, Derek.
I think even throughout the season, you're going to have like a veteran rest day. I think Burrow's going to finally take those days that every veteran player gets.
Yeah, no, I think they have to be somewhat cautious because even Burrow said, "Look, I got to learn to listen to myself more. You know, when I play. You know, like I say, I mean, you know, when he in the heat last year, you saw what happened. So I mean, if he says, "Look," or Coach Taylor could say, "Look, man, just take a day off today. You take that day off." You know, like I say, I'm not going to complain. You know that everybody's going to be like, "Oh, what happened to Burrow today? What happened to Burrow?" I'm like, I don't care. Just take a day off.
Also,
and use the bubble more. Damn it.
Yes.
And he can go to the hospital and get a fistula put in. That way he can get IV fluids in between each play. Keep him healthy, right?
Yeah.
Thinking ahead, man. You got to use your medical knowledge for some good in this world.
And drink a lot of milk. Hey, drink a lot of milk too in the heat.
Another Another topic that was discussed was Evan McPherson and his extension. Now, this one didn't quite sound as pressing, at least in the Bengals' eyes, as the Jamar Chase one. It sounded like they were working toward that one more. And then with Evan, they're like, yeah, we want to get it done, but it could be this year. It could be never. The fact he said it could be never. Like, why the fuck would you say that?
Yeah.
That's
I didn't see that.
I didn't see that. Yeah, that's like, damn, dude.
Or Duke Tobin.
It's
I
like
think it was Tobin. He was like, it could be tomorrow. It could be never.
Well, it's like we all know it's true, but it's like we want Chase. Oh yeah, Evan. Yeah, we'll see.
I say get McPherson done. I mean, there's been some kickers get paid, but we know he's important. It's good to have a kicker you can rely on, a guy that can kick 50-yarders, a guy who's been clutch even in the playoffs. Like, there's no reason not to get him extended. That's one I thought would happen by now, honestly, and I still hope it does. I'm still holding out hope that that's one that's done before camp. We've got extra money. What the fuck are we going to use it on?
Yeah. Did you guys see the video of him and Jamar Chase?
Who? McPherson or?
Did you guys see the video of Evan McPherson and Jamar Chase kind of going back and forth?
No.
Like kicking?
Talking?
No, there was a video of Evan. I guess he missed a kick, and Jamar went up to him. He's like, "Don't you miss again?" And Evan goes, "Well, I seen you drop a couple passes. I thought maybe I could miss a few."
I would say no, you can't, motherfucker. You gotta make them all. Gotta be perfect, Evan McPherson. That's what we want. Perfection.
I missed that part. That was exciting.
Yeah, maybe it was a little funnier in my head.
It might have been just a little bit.
But the last thing, at least from the conferences, and then we can talk about whatever you guys want. But I wanted to mention Mike Brown being interviewed, and that clip where Burrow, we all thought when he was on the golf cart, okay, what are they talking about? And he said, yeah, I told Burrow he wasn't playing against the Rams. And then he played. So
yeah,
it sounds like Burrow's basically like, fuck you, old man. I'm gonna
right.
fucking play.
Really?
And Mike said he overstepped. But in hindsight, I kind of think, maybe Burrow shouldn't have been playing, right? He probably shouldn't have been playing the first few weeks.
Well, see, we all wanted Burrow to play, but we didn't know. But see, I'm not saying Jake Browning can replace Burrow immediately, but if Jake Browning has to play a game or two, I'm okay with that. He's proven.
We feel better about it this year as fans. But you would have thought the team and the coaches and the people making the decisions would have felt better about him. There's a reason you're coaching these guys up and have them on your roster as your backup.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think that conversation was like? Like Burrow gets out the golf cart, walks back over to where everybody's at, and Zach Taylor's like, the heck was that all about? Burrow's like, old man Mikey said, I'm not playing in the Rams. I'm not playing at the Rams, Coach Taylor. And
Zach's like, well, do you want to play, Joe?
Yeah.
Like, I'm playing, motherfucker. And that was the end of the conversation. Yeah. Because Burrow is carrying a lot of sway with this franchise. You don't pay the man what you paid him, $255 million or whatever it was, to not have a say. But I do agree. At times, you're going to have to just pull him back, and we can really see that in practice, as we were talking about. You can manage him in practice, manage his reps, manage his rest, make sure you're not pushing anything. If anything feels tight like last year, just set out, man. There's no reason for that.
Well, and I think that Burrow is making a very huge conscious effort to listen to his body more so that he doesn't push himself as much. But now when it's game time and regular season, you know what? I don't want that Burrow. Get the fuck out there.
Yeah.
If we're up 41-0, go ahead. Sit down. Have a cold one with us in the fuck. He can drink that stadium beer that Greg's never going to drink. Right?
Absolutely.
But unless that, get the fuck in there.
You can have whatever you want, Joe Burrow.
Whatever you want.
Nachos,
Skyline. I'll take you to concession stands, man. Donato's Pizza. You can have a what do you call it with the sky? What do you do? What do we name that one, Greg?
Skynato.
Skynato.
We need to start the Skynato back up.
Get you a fucking Skynato and a fucking stadium beer. I'll get you the koozie that goes on it, nachos, and Greg will rub your feet.
Said you can have whatever you like.
Yeah, man.
Yes, you can.
Yeah. With that bald head.
But yeah, I'm excited that football is officially back. You know, training camp starting. Is anybody going down this week?
I might try to go Thursday.
I had thought about it, and then I went to Jungle Jam on Saturday. That was also during daytime when the sun's out, and I thought I will see them in preseason.
Well, my brother's like, hey, Greg, I won't be able to go, but I got club seats for Thursday. Would you want an extra ticket? I'm like, yeah, what the hell, club seats?
I thought you told me, Greg, that they're not doing anything inside the stadium.
I never said that.
You said something about the back together again because
no, that's not at this. No, they are doing it back together, but it's not inside the stadium.
I thought you told me that they're doing construction.
They're doing construction. The club at the practice field.
There's club seats at the practice field.
Club, just forget it.
I'm just asking. There's club seats at the practice field.
No, it's like there's like a club level where it's hard to explain. You'd have to go there and see.
Like if you go,
like there's special access.
That's club level, and then
there's special access. That's what I was told. Club level.
Oh. Will they have a misting fan? Because I might go with you if they have a misting fan in that club.
Well, no. Here's the problem. Chop. Here's the problem. 3 other people. My 2 nephews and another person might be going also.
Well, tell your nephew, fuck off. I need a ticket.
I told my brother. Well, I make sure to tell my brother that. I will make sure to tell him that. Who also takes me every year to taste the Bengals with him. I'll sure to make him.
I got to work on Thursday, Greg. Don't ruin your family relationships over me.
Yeah. Okay. Just making sure, Chop. Thank you. To risking myself with him.
Right. So I'm pretty excited.
No, I'm excited.
It's about fucking time. This is what we needed.
Football!
Fuck right. Yeah. And we need that first game,
yes,
man, that first preseason game. Are you guys all going to the first one?
Yes, I am.
I plan on it. I was going to talk to Derek. That's something I was going to ask you, Derek. Are you going to that one?
I don't know yet.
Yes, motherfucker. That is not the right answer, Derek.
It's really difficult with me and 2 little kids to get to a Thursday night game.
No, the first one's not Thursday night.
That's the
second. It's on a Saturday.
It's the Saturday night game?
Yeah.
And now you have to go to that first one. Because you already use your Thursday night excuse.
Yeah, that's the third one. I'm probably not going to that either. So I don't know.
They scheduled me, so we'll see. I got to get a shift trade, but I'll probably get it and go because
I'll probably go.
I want to go.
If there's somebody that watches the show and wants my tickets for that Thursday preseason game, send me a DM on X and I'll send them to you because I don't plan on going. I'd rather give them to somebody that, actually follows us than just some random asshole.
I was that random asshole 2 years ago.
Well, you
still
still
are
are.
an asshole. You're an asshole. You're just not more as random.
Yeah, you're less random asshole.
Okay, and I can confirm, Dale's seats are awesome too. Got a beautiful view of the sun in the end zone. 158's a cool section to be in too.
Yep, you got Look, back behind you.
This guy Tyler, who the fuck?
Not if you're not going, Derek. You won't be behind him if you're not going.
Tyler Mercurio says he'll take your tickets, but also he doesn't plan on going.
Well, that doesn't do any good.
It
makes no sense. If you plan on going and you want the tickets, then message. If you don't plan on going,
hit them likes, smash it.
But Derek, we'll have to figure out that first one because I usually take Miley to that one. So
yeah,
I don't know if you're going to take Declan or.
I was wanting to take Declan, but as late as that's going to be, that'll be a little hard on an 8-year-old.
Yeah.
He'll sleep on the way home, man. I raised 5 of them fucking 8-year-olds. You're fine. Kid sleeps on the way home. He doesn't miss a beat. Ask Declan, say, would you like to go to the football game? And if he says no,
we could also leave it like halftime, Derek, like we did the last time.
There you go.
Yeah. That's true.
Kids. We left it like halftime, went and got something to eat.
Bring the kid. Jeff was wanting to practice some football.
Yeah.
In the parking lot.
Gotta keep Jeff away. He'll fucking murder a child down there.
He'll not be going to school that next day.
Hey, I can throw football perfectly, man. I was caught on ESPN. I threw a perfect pass to Bourbon Skin.
I'll be right back.
It was a little wobbly.
And all right. So his son Alex did have to stretch his hand out just a little bit, but you have to remember I was wearing a heavy duty jacket.
Yeah. That was the elite catching skills.
No, I'll say no. All right, I'll just say, Alex, he literally had to stretch his hand out to catch. That was that kind of catch he made.
But it was on ESPN, Greg. You're an
it was on ESPN. But
quarterback.
I told Bourbon this. I said if he gets any type of endorsement deals, I get part of the profit for throwing that off.
Yeah. I upgraded my parking this year to Hilltop too, so I don't know if Big Fancy's going to be in Lot 1. That shit costs money.
So, Derek, let me ask you this: say if it's 100 degrees that Saturday game, are you going to be dressing up in the aero suit or?
Yes.
No.
Well, I mean, no.
That was easy.
I'm getting one of those goddamn air
Chop's
conditioners.
idea and I might take Chop's idea and just be flesh arrow.
No,
Flesh arrow, yeah.
Well, no, I considered dressing up in a costume myself. Well, because I think of Guns N' Roses, Welcome to the Jungle, and I'm a big fan of Slash. I was thinking about getting that top hat Slash always wears. So I'm just going to call myself Topper.
Either that, or you could get that Speedo that goes all the way up over your shoulders. You know what I'm saying? Like a mankini. And you could just wear that, like an orange one.
Hell no.
With black threads, and you could wear that, just that mankini.
Hell no.
Right? I think it'd look good, Greg. I think you'd get on the Jumbotron a lot.
Fuck no.
Every first down, you could be like, first down.
I don't want to take that away from third down guy. He's got that security.
You're a first down guy.
Yeah.
You're not taking anything away from him. Like, he fights hard for that third down to stop, and you fight hard for that first down to get, right?
Yeah,
sure.
And you can have a pointer finger and then not be on your hand.
Yep.
There you go. You could put it right in the middle of that mankini.
Well, Chop, we'll let you. Well, let's talk about your costume.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, put on your mask back on.
It's right here.
Yeah, put your mask back
now.
on. And be Chapo Libre.
Chapo Libre. I can't see, though, Greg.
You don't need to see. It's about being a fan, Chop. Who cares about seeing?
I do have to see. I have to be able to see. And so my eyes got weak. You're making fun of old people now.
No, I'm not making fun of you.
If I can shame
Put
it
your
on
glasses over.
Dale's got one of those
that way. I
masks.
tried it. Oh, I put it back up there. Yeah, it doesn't work. I tried it with the glasses. It doesn't work. If I got maybe if I got some prescription swimming goggles, I could put those on and then put the mask over it. But then I could get mirrored chrome ones, and then my eyes would be mirrored chrome. It'd be kind of like that Tyler guy's last name, mirrored chrome. Kind of the same, mirrored chrome. I could be Chris Mirror Chrome.
Yeah.
All right. So what else is going on this week?
Training camp starts this week. Like I said, it's mostly
it starts on Wednesday, right? The rookies are there today, right?
Yeah, rookies are there today. I think
tomorrow.
Derek, doesn't everybody report tomorrow?
Wednesday, I think.
Wednesday.
Okay, Wednesday. Yeah, but it's like only next week. It's open to the public. I'm telling all of you this. You go to a training camp game, you want to be like, I got there 2.5 hours before it opened, and I was still 60th in line. The line will go out 4 or 5 blocks.
Counted how many people were in front of him. He's like, I'm 60th in line.
Like around 60th in line, I was.
You're just estimating.
No, I didn't. Yeah, there's no freaking way I could. But yeah, no. I mean, if you're gonna get there, you better get there early as hell. I'm just telling y'all because it gets packed easily.
Greg, did you get a TV?
What's that?
Did you get a TV? I saw they were getting rid of some more TVs.
No, dude. So a friend of mine was wanting me to go get one for him. I thought I was going to have luck, but I found out there was 800 people in line, and they only gave away 20 TVs.
Dang.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, hell with that. I'm not liking my chances.
Probably. What's this Bootsy Collins? This random. Bootsy Collins.
Bootsy Collins, he had a big top hat, too, as well.
Oh, that's right. He did. You could just get some of his Bootsy's
hat.
Yeah,
well, I like his sunglasses. The sunglasses are cool, too.
Yeah, and some grills.
Yeah.
You also
no, Slash, though. But, yeah, Slash, I've always wanted to get – I always thought about getting a Slash hat, that big top hat he always wears, and design it.
I interviewed Slash on the radio.
Yeah, just rub it in my face, god damn it. I never forget that one time, Chop. You're like, oh, yeah, I interviewed Slash. I'm like, oh, you only interviewed maybe the best guitarist of all time, with the exception of Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah, I didn't interview Jimi Hendrix, believe it or not.
Yeah, I don't know why you wouldn't.
Yeah.
But no.
I called him, but the line was dead.
That's not funny. No.
Oh.
But no, Slash, though, man. Well, didn't you tell me Slash cussed so many times? Yeah,
he cussed a lot. The interview was recorded, and I had to go back and edit like like hell because there were so many fucks in it.
Right, because he cusses like it's just normal.
Yeah,
to
he
him,
does.
pretty much.
Like he knows
But-
he's on the radio. You stupid bastard. You know you're
He-
doing these fucking interviews on the radio and you can't cuss.
But I'm told Slash is a very cool guy, though.
Yeah, I'm sure he is. I was told Axel was not.
Axel's very quiet. No, Axel's very, very quiet. Yeah.
I just heard he's a dick. I
No,
never experienced it though. I never talked to Axel. Talked to Slash. The band wasn't together. Slash was doing his own thing, I think, with somebody else.
Oh no, I know who it was. What was his name? He still
Axel had Buckethead. Remember Axel?
Yeah, he had Bucket. He replaced him. Buckethead was a damn good guitarist, though.
I got to tell you though, when they did that concert and it was Axl Rose and Buckethead, Axl Rose sounded like shit. It
No,
was
he did.
horrible.
Well, no, it was
It's
Slash.
like Roseanne Barr singing the fucking.
Well, no, remember Slash? Him and Tim Duff and Matt Sorum formed a band called Velvet Revolver, and they had the guy from Stone Temple Pilots. What was his name? God damn it! But he still had a drug issue and all that. Still, what was his name? Oh God, this is killing me. God damn it! I got to look it up, man. It was a good. No, they did a hell of a job, but they just couldn't rely on him.
A lot of rock bands had drug issues, Greg. You got to narrow it down a little bit.
Yeah, what am I saying?
All of them. Was it Corey Feldman?
No, I gotta look up Stone Temple Pilots.
Oh, Scott.
Scott Weiland. Scott Weiland.
Yeah.
Scott Weiland. But then, like, Miles Kennedy. That's who Slash was touring with.
Crowley came through too, and so did Matt.
Yep, Scott Weiland.
Is that the guy that did the? Is that the guy that did the hut hut on Hard Knocks for Cleveland?
No.
Oh.
Axl Rose sounds like Mickey Mouse now.
No,
man, it was a good band back in the day.
Bob Wiley.
It was a band like they called that shit power bands back then.
Yeah.
You know, the ones that could sell out stadiums and stuff.
Right, exactly. But no, when Guns N' Roses got back together, boy, they're selling out concerts like crazy.
Yeah.
Talking Guns N' Roses, Dale.
I could tell.
They're part of Cincinnati. They welcome us to the jungle every kickoff.
True.
You know where you are?
I know where I'm at. I'm in my basement, baby. You're gonna die.
Actually, Appetite for Destruction, it's been 37 years. So I was 5 months old when that album came out. I don't think I was allowed to listen to it, but I was 5 months
older
old.
than 5 months.
So there was some rumors out there that a safety was injured.
Oh, that's right.
I have it on good authority that it was number 24, Von Bell. And I have it on good authority that he's fine.
All right. Well, also, if it was something major,
I will freak you out for 2 seconds and then tell you that everything's fine.
Right.
2 seconds.
Well, that's good. Well, we're happy to hear.
That's where you were. You were taking a private call with Coach Taylor.
Yeah, Mike Brown, it's like
Mike Brown and Coach Taylor
Time for
conference
my
call with
interview
Dale
now.
Altman.
Is it like that? I mean, you ever see the movie Coming to America? Remember in the barber shop? They're like, I interviewed what's his name, that famous singer, and he's like, just between you and me. Yeah, never mind. I'd have to go through the whole skit. Just forget it.
Is Greg?
Can I get that minute back?
Malfunctioning again?
I
Right.
have no idea.
Something about Mondays and Greg malfunctioning lately.
What's up, Dalton?
What's up, Dalton?
Dalton is one of my heroes, man.
Oh, Dalton's the
Because
man.
the stuff he does with Photoshop.
That's a different Dalton.
Oh. Well, the other Dalton. I like
Why
this
can't this
Dalton.
Oh, it's a different Dalton. But you're
I
still
like
cool,
this
Dalton.
Dalton.
You basically
Maybe
said,
this
"Fuck
Dalton
this
does a lot of good stuff.
No,
with
we like you,
Photoshop,
Dalton.
too.
We like you,
That's
Dalton.
very rude, Chop.
I like all Daltons, to be honest. I'm a Dalton.
Andy
lover.
Dalton. Yeah.
I love Andy Dalton. Yeah.
Although there was an annoying kid I went to camp with named Dalton. Never mind, Dalton. If you're watching this, we're cool.
He used
Greg
to beat
always talks
Greg's
shit about
ass.
these kids. that
He
went
said,
to
never talk about this or I'll beat your ass again. Here's Greg.
Chris Cook, I still know it was you, buddy. Thanks a lot, man, for making us unclog that damn toilet.
Yeah, but you know that Greg, they probably talk the same amount of shit about Greg behind his back because they're like, I remember that motherfucker Greg Luther that fucking blew up the toilet. Oh, I remember that
Right,
Greg Luther.
yes.
I remember him in there rubbing his dick off the wall in the middle of the fucking night. Like they probably tell those stories about Greg all the time.
He clogged the toilet and then rub his dick on the wall. He used to always run out naked all by himself talking about their skinny dipping in the morning. Would jump in the
I
car
was
naked.
Greg's bunkmate, and I was on top bunk. All I heard all night was,
I couldn't get any sleep. The fucking bed's rocking like this.
Funny thing, no, I
Greg
tell you things. So believe it or not, I'm afraid of mice and all that, and they would always mess with me, and I would just stay
you're
out.
afraid of cats and mice?
I hate mice. I hate rats. I hate all that stuff, man.
Hey, here's Joey Crack. It was good to see you, Joe.
Good to see you too, buddy.
And good fucking luck. Dale will never be at a Jungle Jam.
Yeah.
It's so
And
far away,
anything
man.
that's not like
We've
a
tried to
game.
kidnap Dale. We've tried to get Dale. We just can't.
Dale
I mean, I
comes
will-
to
like
Cincinnati
last year-
zero times a year if
Well,
it's not
last
for a
year-
football game.
There was the 1 year anniversary of that Ted Karras event, Little Miami. I went to that.
That was close to
That
Cincinnati.
was, that was about as close as it gets. But I just really wanted to hang out with Ted Karras.
Right.
It was all for clout.
And I got you his autograph.
Well, Jeff Blake was at the Jungle Jam. You could have hung out with Jeff Blake.
I got my autograph with Jeff Blake. Yeah.
I don't know.
You got your autograph?
No, I
with
got
Jeff
his
Blake?
autograph. Damn it.
Jeff Blake got Greg's autograph.
Jeff Blake got Greg's autograph.
That did not add up.
It's hanging up in his Big Savage display room.
Greg was very fucking disappointed at the Jungle Jam because he went there mainly for one reason, and his name is Andre Yosef.
Well, I said to myself, by the time I leave, he's going to show up, and I keep looking
bet.
up, and I didn't. And you know what? You can't. Some of these players, it's just hard to get a hold of. But it
Makes
is what it
sense
is.
now because Greg was telling me, he kept texting me about how bad his balls hurt that night after the thing. He had blue balls. I hope you got a release.
I'm
Maybe you could-
disappointed as well because I thought he was going to hit the dot bot in front of him.
Dude, let me tell you
I
something.
would've.
This is no lie. You didn't. I don't think you knew this, Dale, but fucking Greg was like, we got one mission. One mission at Jungle Jam. We got one mission. We got to get Yoshi. We got to corner him, and we got to get him to record a message for Miley.
Yeah.
And just say, hi, Miley, this is Andre Yosifovich. Good job in school this year or something. He was like, that's our mission.
Mm-hmm.
And then when we got there, I'm like, Greg, my mission is to sit under this tent.
I have other. hey, Chop. No worries. I have other ways.
Greg would run around. I was so
Chop, I
thirsty.
felt bad.
Everybody
I'm like,
started
hey,
to fill in on those seats, right? So Greg comes and sits down. I told him, I'm like, man, I'm so fucking thirsty. I'm like, but if I get up, I know somebody's gonna take my seat. Greg's like, what do you want? I'll go get it for you, buddy. I was like, okay, diet soda. He went and got me a diet soda. It was great, and I just chilled. And then we went back inside, but there was no chairs.
There was
I'm
no
not gonna
chairs.
lie,
There's
there
no
were
stand
chairs.
up.
But there was like one chair to every 15 or 20 people, maybe. It was
Chop,
like
I
playing
saw
the
where
worst
you,
game of musical chairs ever.
You didn't even give up that chair to go pee.
No.
I didn't need to pee, Derek. Fuck, the way I was sweating, I was dehydrated.
Well, no, you peed in that cup,
No,
remember?
you peed in that cup.
Oh, that's true. That's right. That's that one. I did that one in the parking garage, though, and carried it with me.
Hey, speaking of one mission, I did see that somebody paid their bets.
Oh, that's true. You jumped
Yeah, we
on the
talked
show
to-
after we were
yeah.
talking about that chopped cheese sandwich. Listen, I am not going to lie. When we get off of here, I'm thinking about running down there and getting another one.
Is that good?
It's
I know you
really
loved it.
good,
I mean,
man.
I asked you off the air because I was like, you
Yeah.
could just be putting on for clout.
I wasn't.
But you
The-
were like, no, seriously, it was
Dude.
so good.
The reaction that you see, oh,
Genuine.
I just can't tell you, man. There's few things in this world that I put into my mouth like that, and the taste of it, just there's been two of them in the last few days. Okay, first of all, the first Daylily's not our sponsor. They just got a great sandwich. Ted Karras told us about. Said it's his best. This
Favorite
guy
sandwich.
has lived
Yep.
18
It's
different
good.
places in the United States, and he said Daylily down on the East End on.
Oh, no. I know my brother lived
On
around
Eastern
Columbia
Avenue.
Columbia Parkway.
It's not Columbia Parkway. It's off of. It's on Eastern Avenue.
Delta. Is it near Delta? Yeah.
It's on Eastern Avenue, and
That one down.
it's a little fucking mom and pop grocery store where they got a counter and they make. Ted Karras is not wrong. I'm trying to figure if I've ever eaten a better sandwich. I can't recall. That sandwich was elite. And then
Maybe you
the
could
day
get
before
Daylily
that,
to sponsor us, Chop, and then they could give you a free sandwich each week.
I know that would be so great.
Dude.
But I'd be happy if they would just hook up with Uber or DoorDash because they don't do any of that shit.
Well, no, but yeah.
And
Like
then the
I
other
said,
thing is, it is our sponsor because Midwest Best came out with those Dillinator wings when Corey Dillon was announced into the Ring of Honor. And I'm telling you, so we went up there and I was like, I'm going to get the Dillinator wings to celebrate with Corey. But then I got to get, and I told people I'm getting G-Funk to go because I can't go to Midwest and not get these G-Funk wings. I bring them home, put them in the air fryer. I was suspect on that whole Corey Dillinator wing because it's barbecue sauce and lemon pepper.
Yeah.
So those two mixed together, I'm like, I tried the CTB, which is lemon pepper and buffalo sauce, and they're okay. Wasn't my favorite. So I got the 6 Dillinator wings, and I'm like, let me try these. Dude, those fucking wings are incredible. The barbecue sauce and lemon pepper. Who knew if you mix those two things?
I thought
together-
that was. I questioned that too, Chop, but it was awesome.
So I did get 6 to go, but I got 6 more Dillinators to go, and I put them in the air fryer when I got home later that night, and they were so good. I'm telling you, I know you're a brisket guy, Dale, but that place has got. You can tell me about their brisket. I don't know. You know,
I like the grip of wings.
No,
Man,
Dale.
I feel like their wings. They got the. I'm not. It's not a lie. Yeah,
They're
they're our
good.
sponsor, but fuck, I used to eat Wild Mike's all the time. That's right behind my house.
Yeah. All of a sudden now,
I
Chop
love
is-
that shit.
Chop is cheating. He's cheating.
I'm telling you, fucking Midwest Best Barbecue and Creamery has the cheat code on wings because of that smoky shit, man. You initially you get the taste of the wing, and then you can taste that smoke too, where they smoke those wings. Really good wings.
Dude,
Really good.
I
for real recommend those Dillinators if you
I
go in.
sucked all the meat off those wings, and man, each and every bit of that meat.
If you go in there right now, you can get whatever you want, and you can add 3 Dillinator wings to that order for $3.
Well, no,
They have
no,
to
no,
find
I want to talk about this, guys. I've had it popped up here for a hot minute.
Oh, yeah.
Don't forget to sign up for fantasy football.
True.
Derek, talk about the fantasy football for a minute.
Speaking of Corey Dillon,
Yep, we've got.
Yeah.
I think we've got 5
Yep.
spots left in League 3. We're giving away a signed Corey Dillon jersey. It's the orange, new stripes. This thing, I'm telling you, is elite. If you want to take a look at it, go back in the Bengals and Brews account. Maybe we can repost the video of it so you can get a good look at it. But yeah, we're giving away one of those to the overall winner of all 3, 4, 5, don't matter how many leagues we have. We're going to do a giveaway for that, and then we're giving away Cincy hats to the individual league winners as well. So minimum $20 donation to Project Game Day gets you entered into the league.
Do it.
They
Face
do.
to face.
But Dale, I was just going to add on. I did have the brisket sandwich also, along with the wings and the mac and cheese. Brisket's still good as ever, bro.
Yeah, because they have the combo where you can get wings and brisket chops. So I mean, it's
I
just
know, but I can't do that because, like, literally,
You don't have
I
a
eat
stomach.
3 wings. The 4th
Yeah.
one is a chore to try to eat it. You know, I ate
Well,
the 6 wings initially, but it took me. I mean, we were up there for like an hour and a half, 2 hours. It took me the entire time to eat those 6 wings.
well. I'm
If I
sorry you're
get the-
pussy.
What's that?
I'm
That
sorry
doesn't
you're
fill you up. That don't fill you up. You can eat the shit out of that and never get full. I haven't ate it in a long time now.
Speaking of pussy, did you go on your date last night to the movies?
I did. We did. So listen to this.
What'd you watch?
All right. So we went. I texted Sarah. I talked to her the previous night about going to a movie. I was down here, got my code for Hulu because I was watching the Alien movies because Greg and I are going to go see the Alien premiere when it comes out. So right on there, it said the new Planet of the Apes preview. So I watched it, and it's like in theaters now. And I didn't know it was in theaters. So I went upstairs, used the bathroom, and I told Sarah, I said, hey, I was watching that thing. You want to go see that movie? And she's like, yeah, I want to see it. So yesterday I said, she was at work, and I'm like, what are you doing tonight? And she's like, you want to see that movie? And I'm like, sure. So we go to the movie, pull up, get popcorn, get our ices. We're walking back to it. And I mentioned something about, I said, this looks like the Marky Mark movie redone, right? And she's like, well, it's Twister. And I'm like, what? And she's like, Twisters. You wanted to go see Twisters, didn't you? And I was like, no, I was talking about the Planet of the Apes movie. I said, I'm fine with Twisters because I wanted to see them both. And it was a good movie. But yeah, we went on our date night. And when we got done, I swear to God, the credits rolled and I looked over at Sarah and I went, goddamn dirty apes. And she just started fucking laughing. And I got no pussy.
So Twisters was good.
Twisters was good.
I never saw the original one.
Looking forward to seeing Planet of the Apes, the new one.
I was really hoping you were going to get laid after movie date, especially
I
if there
know.
was ices involved. Like that's elite.
I
move.
know. I had
Ices
an
are so good.
icy. I fucking cheated. I ate a lot of popcorn, and I didn't put extra
You
butter
didn't
on
like-
it. Though.
You were on a date.
You didn't like cut a hole in the middle or in the bottom of the popcorn?
We didn't get. We didn't get that far down into it.
Yeah, I was going to
But
say.
at the end of the day, all I had was a salty dick because we didn't eat all the popcorn, and it only went into the box about that far.
You just kept waiting, like, hurry, eat the woman, eat this damn popcorn.
Like I was full and kept eating popcorn so I could get it down to the bottom. I was like the whole time. Like I needed that movie to be about a half an hour longer, and I might have scored.
She knew what she was doing, getting the extra large popcorn. You know, she.
I know.
It, but she knew your move.
And I was like, "Get small, Sarah. Get small. Get small one. Get small. Get the paper bag one. Get the bag where you got to dig in there real good." She's like, "We'll eat that fast," and I said, "Well, that's okay. We'll get a refill. Get small." No, she got the large, and so I had a. It burned a little bit. I got a little rash on the end of there now. That movie theater popcorn salt's not good for your penis.
But I will say the Planet of the Apes movie, I have seen it, the new one. I thought that was pretty good.
Yeah, Sarah said she heard it sucked. She
liked
loves Planet of the Apes, though. She's like Planet of the Apes with I am with like Game of Thrones.
I'm not like, I don't really nitpick apart a lot of movies, though. I'm like, I'm watching a movie, it's just fucking entertain me. Like,
right.
Now there's some movies that are just so fucking stupid that you're like,
right.
I can't with this, but.
That's what I'm saying. I think some people go into movies thinking they're going to come out and it changed their life somehow. Like, it's just a fucking show.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's one movie? Let's go around the horn here. What's one movie that you guys watched that everybody said sucked that you absolutely loved?
Home Alone 2.
I don't know. Home Alone 2. Die Hard. No. I don't know, man. The movies I like, pretty much everybody likes, man. Like, some of my solid staples are Tommy Boy. Fuck, everybody loves Tommy Boy. You know, Star Wars, the first 3 Star Wars. Everybody loves those. Can't go wrong with the first 3 Star Wars.
Chris is asking, when does drawing for Kansas? I know nothing. That's all Matt, Bengals and Bourbon. You have to message him. That's all his doing. I know nothing about it.
Or you can just message either message Matt on X, or you can message through Project Game Day on X.
Yeah. I got a song to sing. Hey, guys, I got a song to say that came to me when I was in my car eating my lunch today.
That's true. Now Greg's going to sing.
No, not this one.
Oh, not this song.
Yeah, here we go. Here we go.
Here we go.
Let's see if you can guess the song here.
Steve Martin said Venom for a movie. I thought the Venom movies were fine. There's actually going to be a third one coming out.
Yeah.
So here we go.
They're not bad.
I'm trying to think of a movie that what was yours, Derek?
Mine was
She's blood, flesh, and bone. No tux or silicone.
Mine is this show.
Such smells. It's sound.
Ryan said The Pest with John Leguizamo. I don't think I've ever watched that. If I have, it's been.
I think I did see that. Yeah.
What was yours, Derek?
Yeah. Mine was The Green Lantern.
Okay, yeah. It wasn't. I mean, it was not great, but I can't agree with you on that.
Okay, I know one that a lot of people say sucked was Batman versus Superman. A lot of people didn't like that, but I don't need to drink Chris Miller taste. I went into it thinking Ben Affleck's going to fuck this up, man. He is not going to be a good Batman. And I thought, my opinion, I thought it was great. Batman versus Superman was awesome.
Yeah, see, and that's a lot of times, with movies, like if you hear for so many times, like, that's awful, and then a lot of your expectations are so low, you go in and watch it and just be entertained and like, oh, that wasn't as shit as expected.
The only thing that I hated about it was the fact that literally the only thing that saved them from fighting each other was the fact that both their moms named for Martha.
Yeah. I'll say a movie that sucked, and I think people said it sucked, but I would agree with, as we're talking about those kind of movies, is The Flash. I thought The Flash movie sucked.
Yeah.
I loved the series, The Flash. And then, I just didn't like maybe it's because I wasn't a big fan of the actor. But.
Well, yeah, the series, The Flash, obviously the Green Arrow series, you like that. That's where you got the whole Orange Arrow.
Right.
I like that series a lot, too. They probably had too many seasons, to be honest.
I also did like Waterworld. I like
Waterworld. I feel like I watched Waterworld and didn't mind it, but it's been forever.
Army of Darkness. Did people talk shit about Army of Darkness though?
Well, there's some movies too that like they weren't rated well or they didn't make a lot at the box office. There's all different stuff. So Like I would say one is like Boondock Saints. You know that didn't really, but it's become like a cult classic. I love Boondock Saints. I probably watched that movie.
That's one of them that I watched that everybody like hyped up, like it's so good, it's so good, it's so good, and I watched it and I was like, all right. I think that they just hyped it up too much.
Like Boondock Saints. Fuck you.
A lot of people love that. It's such a cult following.
I watched part of it.
Now the second one I didn't think was too great, but I only watched it once,
yeah.
so maybe I need to watch it again and not.
Hey, what about Sharknado?
Never see it.
I loved the Sharknado movie.
Yes.
Right. We're talking shark movies.
Stupid they were.
We're talking shark movies. I'll tell you the best shark movie. It's not Jaws. Deep Blue Sea, and I will fight people till my death.
Jaws, you're fucking silly, Greg. Sit the fuck back. Turn
Oh,
off.
fuck you. No, Deep Blue Sea is the best shark movie. I have no problem saying that.
You're fucking something's wrong with you, man.
But something's wrong with you too.
Jaws is the #1 shark movie.
I like Jaws. Okay, I like Jaws, Chop, but I'm allowed to like Deep Blue Sea. Okay.
You'll never, ever.
LL Cool J. LL Cool J killed off the shark at the end. That's why I like it too.
LL Cool J wasn't fucking born when Jaws was made.
No.
What about the movie Shark Tale?
What the hell are you talking
Shark
about?
Tales.
Shark
Animation movie, isn't it?
Jabberjaws, you mean?
Jabberjaw? No, that's Hanna-Barbera. He's talking Shark Tales.
Oh.
Will Smith.
Oh, fuck that. No.
Wow, you hate.
I'm telling
Will Smith,
you,
huh?
like people, look, see? Jaws. You know
That's
what
fine. No, I never said it's not elite. I love Jaws.
And Matt Walker said, "Fuck you, Greg."
No, I never said Jaws was
One of
bad.
the best movies.
See, this is where Chop is spreading fake news about me. I love Jaws, but I like Deep Blue Sea better.
Deep Blue Sea was fucking cheesy. Ask Matt Walker.
So are you, Matt? Just kidding.
Oh shit! Now it's gonna be an ass whooping at the next Jungle Jam.
Yeah, just kidding, Matt. Hey, you know what? You know what? As a friend of mine said, different strokes for different folks. I'm not fighting anybody.
I gotta tell you, man. What? Give me some quotes then, Greg. Give me some quotes from Deep Blue Sea, because there's a shit ton of famous quotes from Jaws people say all the time.
Yo, it's me, LL Cool J.
You ate my damn bird.
You ate my bird. Who the fuck ever heard of that? But I'll tell you this: we need a bigger boat.
Yeah,
I know. People in China know what the fuck you're talking about.
I love Jaws. See, Chop, you're getting this misunderstood. I don't give a damn what you think. I like Deep Blue Sea better. Go figure.
Well, it's okay to be wrong, Greg.
I like to be deep.
Dale, it's okay to be an amateur too, Dale.
I like to be deep
an
and
amateur,
Lucy.
Greg.
I'll take Deep and Lucy, but not Deep Blue Sea.
Man, things getting heated over Jaws.
Not over Jaws.
Have you ever seen Deep Blue Sea, Chop?
Yeah, I saw Cocaine Bear too. I was not.
I was talking to
a
that
fan. Greg did. He jumped the shark. You're right.
I thought Cocaine Bear was fine. Like it wasn't a great movie, but it was fine for what it was.
It was all right. I mean,
it's just it's a movie that it's just like this is just meant to be fun.
I know.
It's funny.
It's like Sharknado, except I don't know. Sharknado did the perfect job of making the movie incredibly horrible to make it so good.
Yeah.
Cocaine Bear strived for that, but they didn't hit the mark as much as Sharknado.
I haven't watched Sharknado, so maybe I have to
Oh
check
my
it
God,
sometime.
Dale. They'll be showing like a parking lot where clearly there's like a foot of water or a foot and a half, and there's a fucking great white swimming in the parking lot. At one point, Ian Ziering fucking has a chainsaw and it's on, and he jumps out of a helicopter into a shark's mouth and comes out the ass end with the chainsaw. I'm telling you, man. Kelly Osbourne is in it and part of it and gets fucking taken out by a shark. They come through it. She's like a stewardess in an airplane. I mean, I'm sorry, airline attendant, whatever I don't know what the fuck they're called. The people that hand out the peanuts.
That's a good movie. Violent Night.
Oh yeah, that is good with the guy from Stranger Things.
Yes, I really like that movie.
I haven't seen that one yet.
Yes, I remember watching that and I was like, "Oh, that's a really good movie." I said to you guys, so. And Derek still hasn't watched it because he doesn't care about my opinion.
Well,
I want to go back real quick. Jamar Chase, before we end this one. One thing we were talking about that extension, Mike Brown also talked about him. And I guess his quote here that I'm reading is, "We are going to bend over backwards." So Mike Brown's going to bend over for Jamar Chase.
I want to see this.
To make it happen.
I don't think he can bend forward.
But I can't tell you when it's going to get done. But he's going to bend over backwards for it.
That's a lot better than McPherson's deal
No.
is either tomorrow or never.
Look, when you hear Mike Brown speak, usually that's a big thing. I'll just go ahead and say this. I'm 9% sure it gets done before the season starts.
It'll get done. I just don't know. Like, they could take it into next year. You know what I mean?
That'll
They
be
technically
stupid,
could because they still have the franchise tag for the following season. They've got all that available. I hope it doesn't. I don't want to see it drag that long. I say get it done because the prices just keep going up, especially at that position right now. I hope they get it done. But it won't shock me if it doesn't get done this offseason. It just won't.
My whole thing is on all of the players that we consider like must re-signs. Like they've all gotten done during training camp.
Yeah. Yeah, right before the season, sometime during camp / right before the season is starting.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it's going to get done, I expect it to be then. Same thing with McPherson. Like, they just don't do deals after that, typically.
Man,
ever.
I got a weird feeling they're going to sign T also.
I don't. I think he's gone. I think he wants a lot more than they're willing to pay.
Yeah.
Jamar would also have to take a cut. He would not – there's no way he'd be able to get Jefferson money. I'm just like looking at the model down in Miami. Of course, they haven't paid Tua yet. But I'm looking at the model down in Miami where they paid Hill and Waddle.
Yeah.
Like those guys got $30 million and $28 million. So if it was like a comparable deal, like 33-26 maybe. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
I
would love to keep him because he's a very talented player. I just don't think it's going to happen.
Can you imagine having Chase, Higgins, and Burton for the next 4 years?
That's the other part with Higgins. I think they probably like Burton. I would love to see them all three be there, but unless something happens with Burton, they're going to be like, well, we can just have him be our number 2.
Well, also, maybe this is the show me year. Yeah. Maybe they're like, hey, Jermaine, show me.
Hey,
show me.
I'm just waiting a couple of years.
And Yosivach.
I'm just waiting a couple of years until we get Chris Henry Jr. in about 5 or 6 years.
Yeah, it'd be a little while.
Right.
Still like a junior going into.
They're not going to never pick that high, Greg.
We'll trade up.
Chris Henry.
He is like he's almost like 6'5" or 6'6". It's almost like, man,
I know, but he can run.
Where you like, yeah, he's.
I think he could be better than his dad.
I mean, you just don't see though if he ends up being like 6'8" or something crazy.
But he still can. But the way he runs, oh my gosh, man!
Stop growing, Chris Henry. Stop growing.
Yeah.
What's the tallest receiver ever playing the NFL? You think?
I mean, there's probably been some guys that are 6'7" or so. I don't know off the top of my head, but.
Johnny Newton,
guys like Devin Funchess were probably 6'6", 6'7".
Lee Harold Carmichael, who was 6'8".
6'8".
6'8".
God damn, with a catch radius of 10 feet. You do like Stevie Wonder could throw that guy passes. You know what I'm saying? You don't even have to see. Just throw that bitch. I mean, you're 6'8", man. Your catch radius, unless you got like the tiniest arms in the world.
Stevie Wonder's not even blind, so.
This dude he played for the Eagles.
Ray Charles, then.
He played for the Eagles for 71-83. This guy was a 4-time Pro Bowler. Wow.
What was the guy that got drafted this year? Johnny Wilson? Is that the guy that's 6'5", 6'6"?
Yeah, 6. I think he's 6'5" or 6'6".
And he looks lanky as fuck running across that field, man. Can you imagine 6'8", skinny ass receiver, 6'8"?
Yeah.
Looking like fucking Kareem Abdul-Jabbar running across the field trying to catch passes.
Yeah.
Yeah, at some point they keep getting taller. You just want to put them in tight end if they're like 6'7" or 6'8". It seems like.
I'll tell you what, man. That's what I was saying with Johnny Wilson. Is if we got him, he'd be a great tight end.
Yeah.
Except that guy was like, I don't want to be a tight end.
Yeah, that was Darren Waller. Darren Waller made transition from wide receiver to tight end and had a great career. And then now he's retired and he fumbled Kelsey Plum. So
what would you guys hear about this? Tony for the Chiefs. He's taking practices at running back right now.
Oh yeah,
Kadarius Toney. Yeah. I don't know how that's going to work.
Because even with that shitty wide receiving core, he can't even make the top on it.
Yeah,
Wade says the shortest was 5'3". It was probably Hawkins that played here, right?
Hawkins was like what, 5'6"?
Yeah,
5'7"?
he was working with the running backs, the potential new role he could have. He's
Muggsy Bogues, man. Muggsy Bogues in the NBA. That's
Muggsy Bogues.
And Spud Webb.
Spud Webb, yeah.
He's won the dunk competition that one year.
Yeah. Muggsy Bogues. Hey, and also they got alumni from Space Jam.
Sindustry says if Burton gets 700 more yards, T's long gone. And I don't disagree, but the other thing is that somebody brought up earlier in the chat, like when we first started the show, we were talking about T is he needs to stay healthy for a whole season.
Yeah.
So he's going to have to stay healthy for a whole season too to increase his value, because I'm not sure, was his rookie year? I think he played the whole entire rookie year, right? Or was he out some then also?
I can't remember. Probably missed some.
I know that he's missed a few games here and there, but the other thing is, man, with this roster, he might miss a game that he would have normally played, because with our wide receiver room right now, with if we're going to believe the hype they're giving Yosivash, and then we got Jermaine Burton now, who it would be a surprise to me if he doesn't transition to the NFL really good. So with these 5 main wide receivers, and that's not even counting Charlie Jones, who I think is going to be also great, so just those guys, let them rest. Don't put them in.
Yep.
You got a little something, sit over here for a minute, let that work out. But you don't have to get in there right away. So at the same time, I'm saying need CT play more. There's no reason to push through it except for contract through anything that he's thinking he should sit out for.
Look at that sexy face right there.
I know. I
haven't seen
show.
Eric in person in so long.
105 minutes. I made it with no boner, and now Boner City.
We haven't been on a date in a while, Derek.
It's been a minute.
Well, why don't you two fuckers get together and we'll go double date, me and Greg, you and Derek, and we'll swap partners too. We'll bring the pineapples and we'll meet halfway between East Bumfuck and Cincinnati.
That's my house.
East Bumfuck. Both of y'all live in East Bumfuck.
Oh, okay.
All right.
What they used to call it, Bumfuck Egypt?
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all live in Bumfuck Egypt.
I think we're going to end this one here. Chop, you're going to have to end it. Don't forget to play Greg's outro. And then you got to end twice. But because still not working. But yeah, we'll be back with the show on Friday. Should have some practice stuff to talk about and maybe some more interesting things. It's nice that football's back. If anybody's going down to training camp, make sure to hydrate. It's hot out there. Sweaty balls. Spray something on your balls. Manscape. Do all the stuff you need to do.
Air conditioned neck fan.
Yeah, that too.
Air conditioned ball fan.
Right.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody.
Put your underwear in the freezer before.
There you go.
Hey, football.
Bengals and Bruce, the podcast crew. Yellow up an orange arrow, pork chop too. Greg Luther, Big Savage, Dog Bud King, Yoshi Lava, they bring the zing. Cincinnati Bengals, the pride of the city. Join the fun with pork chop, Polish mayor. Listen in, laughter in the air. Bengals and Bruce, the ultimate flair. The kings of the mic know they care.
Football!
Oh.
Yeah, so I was told